It was desperate times for Jafaar. He has lost all his fortune in the last sandstorm. And now his final hope lies in this convoy heading to Egypt. The trip will take 6 days in the scorching desert. Each camel can hold one traveler in addition to food and water supplies enough for one person for 4 days only. No camel is allowed in the convoy without a rider, and it is not allowed to overload the camel because this will affect his speed. Remember that each camel can hold supplies for one person for 4 days. What is the minimum number of camels and drivers he must take with him in the trip to reach safely to Egypt? To solve this riddle, let's think it backwards. If Jafaar wants to reach Egypt safely, he has to spare his supplies for the last 4 days of the trip. This leaves him in need of supplies for the first 2 days of his 6 days trip. If he had another camel with a rider who can accompany him for the first 2 days and return home in the 3rd and 4th day, he can use part of his supplies. But the problem here is that Jafaar and his assistant will consume all the supplies of the second camel in the first 2 days, and the assistant will not have enough supplies for the trip back home. If a third camel and a third rider accompanies them for the first day and return home in the second day, the problem will be solved. The third driver will consume his supplies for 2 days and will give the second driver 2 days of supplies, enough for his trip back home. Here is the trip's itinerary. 3 will take off on the first day. In the second day, 1 driver will return back home and the 2 will continue. On the 3rd day, the second driver will return back home. And Jafaar will continue the trip alone to Egypt. Please like and subscribe to receive more riddles. Thank you for watching.